Yes. Go.
So, okay. Welcome to this episode. Star Trek Reliant. I am your host for tonight, Duncan Idaho. And I will be running you through the second part of this adventure, which I had already forgotten the title of. Fine.
I need to actually check that as well, because I have completely forgotten.
Did we actually pick an episode title last week? Holy crap.
We didn't give it a name.
Didn't it?
Like, what did we name that episode?
Space Bucket Blues. There we go.
Space Bucket Blues. There we go. That's right. So, Space Bucket Blues episode part 2. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, God. All right. Tonight, we have a full house with, starting off, our Chief Security Officer, Chorog. Well, actually, not technically Chief, but he's a major security officer. Chorog.
I'm here for the rum and it kicks a little butt.
You've got our Man Out of Time and Junior Science Officer, D.B. Wells.
I have no plans whatsoever for the future. Not any at all. I am simply window shopping.
We've got our Dovahkiin turned bartender turned security officer, Grumpy Old Nord, playing Grimnir, among others.
Many others. I swear, the number of voices in Grumpy Old Nord's head. Oh, wait, that's me. Now I'm referring to myself in the third person. Help!
We've got our con officer, Karjurani.
Yeah, I'm sorry for messing up your intro a little bit, but to be fair, you can't make a mistake and then not expect me to immediately be a smartass.
True. We've got our Doctor and First Officer, Eli O'Connor.
I am a meat popsicle, sir.
We've got Oakley in chat, our exocomp. Goes beep boop. Says beep boop. Slightly.
He says beep boop.
And we've got our chief engineer, Rick Tier, who rhymes all the time.
I am definitely not planning things for the past.
So, last time we were investigating a case of pirates in a, not allied, but marginally friendly trading station, not too far away from Starbase Magellan, with some possibility that these could be related to the Romulans who we met in a previous episode. So, our intrepid crew split off into two parties. One did shopping, the other did shopping as well, and then got captured. And that was basically the entire episode. More things happened, and references to buckets also happened. I'll let you go back and listen to that episode to relive those moments.
We also shook down on Orion, who we offered to let talk to the nice lady instead of the big Nausicaan, and for some reason he preferred the big Nausicaan.
Well, I mean, some people have their tastes.
True. Yeah,
So, let us cut to Group 2, the Shoppers. So this would be Chorog, Kara, Setsa, and DB. You are in a relatively seedy part of the station. Just lots of stalls, lots of shops, lots of bustle and activity at this point. With just various types of merchandise, produce, trade goods, junk, more junk. Things that might be goods, but also might be junk, it's hard to tell. And just the general smells of a very kind of dense crowd with poor environmental controls and questionable bathing habits on a part of the passing through crew.
Smells like heaven.
You have a very strange idea of heaven, Chorog.
Hello, have we met?
We have. We both like violence, but I think one of us prefers to bathe more often.
Why waste perfectly good water that way?
Right. So, what did the Orion say again?
Well, the Orion passed on some information about this chunk of hull plating that he had. This definitely comes from the ship that we're looking for.
Okay. So, I don't know, everybody look around and try to find some hull plating.
Oh, and he did, gift me, quotation marks, this nifty new pistol I need to fix.
You are a master negotiator, sir.
Amongst many of my excellent traits.
Setsa, meanwhile, has fortunately managed to turn off her sense of smell using her Borg implants and is feeling rather pleased with herself for it.
Right. Hull plating. Kara scans around the junkyard area to try and find any big chunks of that.
Site engineering!
Okie dokie, let's see. Oh, this is a great roll for me.
I actually wasn't quite sure if that was sarcasm or just excitement.
And now you can tell it was sarcasm, but I still got a success.
So you got a success. So you kind of get a general vibe for where hull plating is going to be. You kind of eliminate the sort of the tacky stuff, the home goods, the stuff that's obviously meant for trading between point A and point B.
Basically, Kara sees a sign that says ship parts this way.
Basically, and you just kind of get that vibe from where some of the traders have gathered. So you got a choice now between a bunch of different traders. We'll also say that Grimnir, who has been shopping at the station, you also see the crew of the Reliant, or part of the crew of the Reliant. Well, you recognize at least 3 of them. There's also a very ornately dressed woman with a fancy hat with them as well. You can have some guesses about who that one is, but that one is also accompanying Kara, DB, and Chorog.
Quick question:
So,
is Grimnir in uniform or is he in his civvies?
it'll be up to him for how he decided to present himself on the station.
He'd probably be in civvies. If he's not on the job specifically, he's in civvies.
So fur.
No, he dresses he dresses like Guinan, but without the big floppy hat and a lot more leather and less sleeves.
Okay, I was hoping for fur, but this works too.
I mean,
So,
you do realize I'm going to have to try to make that with an AI at this point.
Yes. So he sees the group and he goes, "Hey, sure, hey, I know them." He looks around to a group of trademark free knockoff e-box. I know them, and he comes running over.
Kara notes the parting sea as the large man is running through and just kind of waves at Grimnir.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We're just kind of
Well,
shopping.
Oh,
yeah,
Me too.
very specific shopping. She leans in
Working.
for some stolen stuff.
He crouches down. Oh, for those who are unfamiliar, Grimnir is a giant of a man. He is 6'11" and probably close to 400 pounds. He is not tiny. Anyway,
Yes.
he crouches down to kind of whisper, and despite his attempt at whispering, I think I know what you're looking for. They've got the Aldebaran mead. I haven't seen it outside. Oh, that's not what you're looking for? Oh, never mind.
Kara's cracking up again.
Setsa slides in and says smoothly,
Oh, my dear Grimnir, how good of you to join us today on this fine stroll in pleasant company. We are here looking for various alloys that may or may not have been taken from Alliance trading vessels in the area. We think they could lead us to some pleasant adventures.
Trog looks at Grimnir and says, "Don't ask."
He gets a very strange look on his face. You're not sure if he's trying not to laugh, or if he doesn't even look like he's sure what he's thinking right now, and he just says, "Alloys, right?" Pulls out his tricorder. That's this doohickey, right?
Ah, yes.
Right
Ever
now,
so
we're just
careful
using
that-
them. We're just using the old Mark Zero Model 1s. There's a sign over there that says ship parts this way. I figure since we're looking for hull plating.
You know, that's just crazy enough to work.
Yeah, signs, man. Signs.
Grimnir.
I wish-
Oh, go ahead.
I wish my grandpappy had taught me how to read, but us in the aristocracy, we just have other people tell us what we need to know. It's so much better.
Kara just face palms.
Under his breath, everybody hears Grimnir say, "I actually know people like that. God damn it!"
Setsa flounces over to the hull parts area, kind of like ahead of the group, just kind of like taking off like a little ducky. At the same time, I mean, he's probably fine, probably.
This is a space station, and I still can't get the image out of my head that when she goes off ahead of us like that, we're just going to hear her eep, and she's going to fly up in the air on a sling trap. That was out loud, by the way. That was not out of character.
Setsa proceeds ahead, and the rest of you see the stall. So basically, they've got almost kind of like a hierarchical arrangement of these different shops. So you've got the really junky ones, you got the really high end ones. And then sort of like along the arc they formed, there's just a bunch of others. So you've got to judge who is going to be the best type of person to ask about stolen hull plating. So everyone in the group can make an insight, security, or engineering roll. Engineering to try to judge it from the stuff they have. Security to try to judge it from the people. Also command would be work. So insight command, insight security, or insight engineering.
2 successes on insight security, because I know shit about engineering.
And just because of what Setsa did earlier, I'm going to say we have 2 momentum. So Chorog, 1 success. Kara, 2 successes.
DB with a success.
Aha. Do we have a sheet for Grimnir?
We do not. We have yet to really think of what we're going to do for that, because technically the way we've presented Grimnir is like an epic level character.
We'll still need to write one up for him.
We never really got around to doing that yet.
Okay, so let's say target roll of 15 and a crit range of 4.
It's got to be looking for the criminal element, him.
Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's
They've changed it too. So
okay.
/R is the way I do it, and then it's the target number, so 15, ice, difficulty, and crit.
What was the difficulty?
15, and then crit of 4.
Oh, so I thought 15 was the target number.
Difficulty
15.
A difficulty is a number of successes you have to get.
I was going to say, if the difficulty was 15, we'd be totally hosed.
Yeah. So, difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Does applying your focus just increase the crit range?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I
2
done anything.
Yeah. No. So, Grimnir and Kara, you got to kind of feel that there's a trader that's sort of right next to sort of the prime real estate that looks like it might be a little on the sketch, but at the same time is trying to present itself well. So that comes off as being a target, and then the rest, DB and Chorog, you just got the sense that it's not going to be the top, it's not going to be the bottom, it's just going to be somewhere in between.
Kara points out the guy who's kind of in the middle and nods to both Chorog and Grimnir and says, I think I know exactly how to handle this. Do you mind letting me talk first?
You want me to hold you up on my shoulders?
Cute idea, but no.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair. I had the last one.
Kara takes her retinue of large, violent associates, and Setsa, and Daniel, and heads over to the, shall we say, suspicious dealer.
So the suspicious dealer in question is a portly little gray-skinned alien with a jacket that's seen better days and a retinue of mechanical arms sort of arcing around his body, which he uses to sort of clean the shop, take care of things, and he's just looking pretty sly, pretty slim, despite his waistline. And again, the stuff on offer is surprisingly good for sort of the rest of the ambiance.
Very nice hull plating. I don't suppose you'd be willing to tell me who your supplier is, would you?
Just a second. Gotta get the voice. Okay, just a sec. God damn it. I've got something. It's just like getting it out of my brain and into my mouth.
Yes. I have the very finest wares, taken from, shall we say, the winds of the galaxy, tumbling objects around. Such little trifles, but make do. Has a trifle caught your eye, my lady?
Right, so you dodged my question, so I'm going to ask you a totally different one. You're aware of the Federation, right, and all the rules we have about, violence and things we can't do, and how we have to be nice to everybody?
Is the Federation that thing which produces those funny game shows that are broadcast over subspace? Oh, my people love those most indeed.
Kara gestures to Chorog and Grimnir. My friends here? They're not Starfleet.
Is this a game show?
Well,
it could be. It's called Let's See If You Can Keep Your Head.
Kara nods. I like this game show.
It's called Deal or Peel. You tell me what I want to know, and if I don't like it, I'm going to peel your skin off.
Oh, I say, I have paid my dues, and I'm a most upstanding member of the...
And then he's just kind of cut off from the stall next to him. Bort, you raging asshole! Give him... If you've swiped the parts from these people too, don't jerk them around.
Right, so here's the way it works. You're going to tell me where you got this hull plating, or Chorog's going to grab your left arm, Grimnir's going to grab your right, and they're going to tear them off.
Ooh, I haven't played tug-of-war in forever.
I could use a new back scratcher.
Well, I'd say my mechanical arms are most sensitive artifacts. I shall assist. Oh, it's hard enough getting by in the galaxy with nothing but one's wits and mild temperament. Oh, I'd say.
Yeah, right. So, who gave you the hull plating?
It's a man. Can say that much. He is, well, a bit unusual, a bit artificial, if you catch my drift, and, well, he provides very good accommodations for someone like me who doesn't have a name with a big guild, because my planet is mostly dung farmers. Fertilizer is a most price
artificial.
Well, but just to indulge my mechanical arts, I need to, well, bend things a little bit. So,
I don't suppose you could arrange a meeting with this person.
Well, I do have regular meetings every
morning. I heard morning.
Every, and then the translator just says Tuesday.
What day is it today?
And Tuesday.
So I shall try to suggest that. Well, I've come down with a fever, and I have sent trusted associates to collect my latest shipment.
Good man. Kara pulls out, a handful of latinum slips, and then just kind of slides them to him and says, "Now see, the great thing is, not only did you not get your arms ripped off, but you made some profit. Thank you."
And you kept your
Wouldn't happen to have recordings of any more game shows from the Federation.
I'm sure we've got some entertainment provisions on the ship. I'll be back later.
Most excellent.
As they start to walk away, Grimnir hangs back. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a bottle of his latest mead experiment, sets it down, and says, "There, something unique that'll help you forget about this encounter."
If it don't kill him.
Most thank you. Most thank you. Have a pleasant day sailing the winds of space.
Kara chuckles when Grimnir rejoins the group and says, "I hope that's all right for his physiology, but I suppose if it's not, it's one less worry."
I don't even know if it's all right for my physiology.
I want to try some of that.
Hey, where'd Daniel go?
Wait. He was just behind us. Where'd he go?
Daniel has wandered off, looking at the different items on offer around the station. He's looking for something in particular, but he's just kind of generally looking at everything as well.
Setsa comes up behind him and says,
"Oh, my dear Daniel, if you're looking for a plasma regulator to help you with, well, let's just say a personal issue, I'd say the doctor would be able to assist."
What?
Never mind. What'd you do?
I just thought, I was just, I don't know, it looked like you guys had that handled, so I was looking around for, we're looking for stolen merchandise, so I thought, why not get a high quality scanner, just scan for what we're looking for specifically. So I was looking around for one.
High quality scanners are pretty good, but we do actually have some of that on the ship, and we were scanning for stuff earlier. Good thinking, though. See anything cool?
Science insight.
What?
Do a science insight roll. One success. You're able to make out a scanning device. It's alien and very unusual, but at the same time, it's like, I'm starting to get this future. It's a scanning device, so you now have an answer.
I guess Daniel picks up the scanner and tries turning it on. Just see if he can mess with the settings.
It goes beep boop with a merry jingle as you turn it on.
Ah, yes.
And you just get a scanning menu. But at the same time, it's a little overwhelming because you're dealing with a completely alien user interface.
I was going to say, I just love the idea that the startup screen is like this little cartoonish alien of undetermined species who just picks up, a pickaxe and just starts mining away at something.
What do you mean? It's Badgie.
Oh, no.
Badgie's pretending to be the alien. So, Thetsa just nods and says,
My dear shopkeep, how much would this delightful device be?
shopkeep in question, which I'm just going to use this picture because I love it, is a large duck-like alien with 4 eyes and a rather strange mix of metal plating and casual wear on top of him.
And
He says,
apologize for this, by the way, but...
Oh.
Sort that out. Who wants to go first?
The duck will say,
Yes, it's a fine device. I shall say 20 cashels or 2 slips of gold pressed latinum.
Okay, so I'm going to go next, and I'm going to go ahead and tell the audience he's wearing a fucking motorcycle helmet.
That too.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
It's the stock helmet without the little top part.
He's a
No, that's canon. That's canon. It's the Spock helmet, just without the rotating top bit. Actually, with the rotating top bit, because it's not in the picture. Uh-oh. Nick has given us a sound bar in Discord.
Yeah, I mean, Discord did, not me. Like, listen.
Unfortunately, it's not coming through.
Oh, you're not hearing that?
No, I don't.
No, we're...
Hold on, let me try.
Let's see, I've got...
I heard that one.
I like that one.
I don't hear anything.
What?
There's a quack. I don't know who did it, but somebody got a quack through.
That's mine. So I've got sound effects through mine.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Whatever that one was, don't ever do it again.
That was a Star Trek-y one.
I was gonna say that was an old school red alert.
That one wasn't me.
What was it?
Well, there's the
What the
Taco
fuck?
Bell.
Oh, God. Okay, guys.
Back on track.
Putting them on the buttons for right now.
We are not responsible enough for this.
No. So DB sets a pace for you, and you now have an alien scanning device.
Alright, so I guess as they walk away, Daniel asks, "So, how did the interrogation go?"
That's it. Just points to Grimnir and Charog and Kara leading DB.
Duncan?
I said she just pointed to them as in
Okay.
gesturing for them to explain.
Okay, Kara just says, well, he's still got all his skin.
Unfortunately.
And you can't have fun every day. And he said something about meeting with a guy today, and he's going to send us instead, so we're going to find out where he got the hull plating. As for the hull plating, I'm just going to let him keep it, because frankly, I don't care.
I'll also say that as the group left, you received the meeting time and coordinates from the dude. Tuesday. Well, more specifically, like, go to this, turn left here, go right here. You've got this thing marked on the station map now. It's a little out of the way.
Kara looks around at Chorog and Grumpy and herself and just thinks, I hope it's a trap. I really hope it's a trap.
Meanwhile, Rick, you wake up. And you find yourself tied to a chair.
Where is my little lizard reptile that we bought?
He is in a little cage on your lap, so he's safe.
Okay. Can I see anyone else around?
Let's try a fitness security roll.
Actually, pretty good. Just got to double check the numbers. Okay. 1 success.
1 success. You're able to just sort of like hop in place a little bit and just sort of turn yourself. So you kind of see the edge of Eli, who is also tied to a chair.
Eli, hello, you there? Rose?
Yeah, am I?
Yeah, Eli, you've also woken up a bit. So,
The hell happened?
I guess by poking around, we gathered a bit of attention.
Oh, great.
At least I want to, can I, do a medicine check on the lizard here, just to make sure they haven't done anything to him?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So, medicine insight.
This will be one of my poorest skills. It literally is my poorest stat, but I've got to check.
Want to check on Lizard Boy?
One success.
One success. You're uncertain, but, nothing appears to have been done to the lizard. He has just been, carefully... It looks like he's just been well-treated. Just in his little cage, he's on your lap, nothing bad.
It doesn't look like they've done anything to little LJ here.
Graves groans.
Captain?
Alright. Rick, you with me?
Yes, I've got my little lizard pet.
Oh, that's good. Eli, you here?
Wish I weren't.
Either of you two blindfolded?
No?
I am. That took my eyes.
You'd be in a lot of pain if they did.
Right. I think this is just blindfold.
Well, I can't really get up to take the blindfold off. Rick will start looking around, see if he can identify where they might be.
You're in a dark room. There's a single overhead lamp above you. In the gloom, you can kind of get the sense that it's like there's hull plating, and it looks like not quite like a boiler room, but just a storage room. It's been mostly cleared out of stuff. Likely on the station. Don't hear any unusual noises that you weren't familiar with earlier. Just environmental control systems, no propulsion, nothing like that.
It doesn't feel like we're on a ship. I don't hear any of the engines or feel the rumbles that are kind of associated with ship life. Seems like.
Right. So, probably still in the bazaar, just somewhere else. Alright. See if I can hop over. Someone's got magic shoes.
Yes, but it's just a... What do you want me to try to do?
Alright, let's see. Graves is able to sort of angle his chair over, and then fall sideways. And he kind of keeps scooting and scooting. Then he says, "All right, Eli, damn it, Eli, I need the shoe blade."
Figured he takes it out.
All right, I try to do this without cutting myself.
I'll give it a shot.
All right, so control security for both Eli and Graves.
I need to actually open up my thing because I forgot.
Okay, I can get you the number in just a sec.
No, I got it. I already got the drive.
I will not say that sword fighting applies as a focus for Graves. He's got 2 successes.
I think it applies as a focus. Like, you're trying not to get stabbed. It's perfect.
Okay, fine. He is, he still only has 2 successes.
Alright, you said control security?
Yeah. And I'd say trauma surgery would definitely come in handy for, the fine control over a blade.
Yeah, but I'm controlling with my foot, not my hand.
You could also have, I'm willing to give you a focus for the shoe. Take it on its own.
It's only going to give me a crit, too. It's not going to be that special.
Okay, no, we're still doing it, though. You have become proficient enough with the shoe that you now have a focus in shoe combat. Alright, 1 success. Between the two of you, Graves is able to untie, or to free his arms, and then sort of everything kind of goes from there. So he's up, he's untying Eli, and then untying Rick, and now they are free.
Don't you just love we were transported and was immediately unconscious, not even a chance to fight?
Yeah, there's a few tricks for that. Basically you beam in with a mild amount of sedative already in you, so... You can fight now, though!
How long were you guys up? Because, for some reason, sedative does not work as long as me.
I was just waking up.
Alright, I was up for half an hour? It was
Oh.
boring.
Sorry. Well, let's try to get some revengings here. Rick, what do you make of that door?
I will do some analysis, look for some kind of terminal or control, and see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
It's a start. That's the main thing. So what role should I do?
Well, it's let's go reason engineering. We've been doing a lot of insight tonight.
This is from my absolute worst to my absolute best. Just one success.
One success. You're able to determine that there's no obvious security, or there's no obvious mechanism for the door on this side. There's a blank spot where a panel used to be, though, but it's apparently been removed. Some people did a little bit of thinking in creating this as a little prison place. You still have a few boxes around you, though. Weren't entirely thorough.
Alrighty then. We do have momentum, right?
No momentum.
So I want to look around, see what we can do to gain access behind the wall to where the panel was. See if there's still like lines or wires or something to be able to manually trigger the door opening.
Righto. Insight engineering. And Nick, you can also assist on this.
Oh boy, what I'm rolling.
Insight engineering.
Oh boy, that's a 10.
Let's see. I'm a doctor, I'm not an engineer, though.
Yeah, but that could be useful
Talent.
later. That could be useful later.
Yeah, I would have
Okie
used a dice. I forgot to mention we'll use a momentum.
Okay. So, Nick, in Eli's investigations of the room, you find, well, basically a small toolbox. Great. You can use it to pry open stuff, basically cut wires. It's just a simple assortment of physical tools, but hey, it's something. Rick, you open a box and it's filled with bats. On 0 success and no complication. And a complication. You are now dealing with small bats.
I just tries to, try to grab them and throw them away. Just get them to get away from him.
The bats are fast and crafty, and Rick is unable to grab them. But at the same time, they don't like, being accosted by a large humanoid. So eventually they find a little quiet place in the corner. The little bats, but...
And you just does this whole body shake.
Baby bat, do-do-do-do, baby bat, do-do-do-do, baby bat.
Sorry, I had to.
I have not promoted those bats to... Graves could. Give field commission to bats. Done it for tardigrades.
Somebody's got to get a rabies shot now.
Yeah, but I guess that'll be aboard the ship once we... It just looks at some, minor scratches on his arm. That, at least it's not too bad. Right, you've got the stuff. Let's try and take this wall apart.
Before you do that, Rick, I'm going to have you make a fitness, a fitness medicine roll with a comp of... I'm going to spend a couple of threat. So now your comp is 18.
Alright, here we go. One success.
One success. You did not get space fever. So you are not infected with a major disease. Still need to get checked out, but, you got little scratches, but nothing too bad. That would cause you to go insane progressively with each roll until you thought you were the lizard queen. So, great!
Alright, so I take this will be control?
Yeah, control engineering.
Okay. And I'll be using momentum for the dice.
One success, but no complications. So you're able to pry open the hatch where the control panel used to be, and you're working a way to get the panel reconfigured. It's taking a little bit, though. With that, we could either jump to the other group, or take a quick break, 5-10 minutes.
I vote break because I've already finished both bottles of water I started this session with.
we cut back to the group, moving their way through the underbelly of the station, going to the meeting point indicated by Bort. So, you are having to follow directions on an alien datapad type thingy. So, you are having to... What was his name?
You just said Bort, and I just thought, does he have his own vanity license plate? Is he being mistaken for the other Borts?
Yes, he was very much a Bort character. So, you, who has the datapad is doing the leading? Please don't let it be Setsa.
Well, it's going to be Kara, since nobody else is jumping to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Kara had it.
Yeah, just making sure. So Kara, it's going to be a reason roll to figure out just how to navigate through the station.
Cool. Well, first off, I get an automatic success because I'm, augmented there. Oh, no, wait, that's controlled. Okay, so I don't get an automatic success. Well, this is still a good roll for me. 2 successes.
2 successes. You're able to get there without too much fuss. I mean, you have to sort of loop around, like go down one elevator, or one turbo lift, then out, then down another turbo lift.
There's a crowd. We have to do the thing from Princess Bride. Grimnir, if you would.
But I do not understand the reference you're making. Am I supposed to start throwing people?
You know what? That works.
Alright, I got this one. Daniel walks up in front of everybody and shouts, "Everybody, move!"
Okay, daring security roll for.
Please crit this.
Daring security roll for DB. Ta-da!
Suspense.
Oops. Missed the space. More suspense. More suspense.
He did crit it.
Good job.
You accidentally dodge a punch thrown from passing Lethian. And just completely don't notice it, but it's just sort of like a drunken master, like, whoop, loosey-goosey. But you're able to navigate through the crowd. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's not too thick, and you're able to just sort of weave through to the other turbolift, and you're down into a cargo receiving area. So a large space, lots of containers, and you navigate to sort of the colored off section for the trader board. And you're a few minutes early, so you get to basically just have a look around real quick.
This is a great place for an ambush.
Yeah, I really hope they try something stupid.
Oh, me too.
Daniel's fiddling with his new scanner, trying to figure it out.
Kara just taps her foot.
Alright, here we go. I wasn't planning on an ambush, but we gotta have an ambush now. Everyone, insight security.
Oh, what would we say Grimnir's insight security would be along the lines of?
I don't think he's got high insight, but he's gonna have high security. So let's call this a 13.
Kara got 2 successes.
Let's see how baby Ducky Setsa does. Oh, though she does have high insight, so she's in the same boat Grimnir is.
2 successes for Grimmy.
Actually,
2
Setsa
successes
gets...
for everybody except Chorog.
And
yeah,
I got 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so most of the group is able to pick up on the sound of people moving around them, but at the same time not moving into a visible position.
Oh boy. This is like shooting fish in a barrel, except the fish shoot back.
Oh, let's spring the trap.
Oh, yeah.
You can go ahead and just go on the attack if you want to.
Kara, just picks up her rifle and just kind of aims at one of the spots in between the boxes and says, "You're right, he's not going to show. I guess we'll just have to sit down and wait for a while. Anyone got some cards?"
You hear a gruff voice yell over the boxes. It's a sort of somewhat insectoid alien with a sort of a tan, like a very dull green combat suit, and just sort of yells, "Oh, jeez." Gotta get the voice again.
I just like that the first thing he yells is, "Oh, geez."
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, okay, we're rolling with that now. I says... God damn it, I can't do that. It's too stupid. It's too stupid. Okay, the alien shouts,
Yeah. But whoever you've brought along, you cannot cheap us out of this deal again. Uranium is a very expensive commodity, and we have done much for you.
Oh, trust me, we got exactly what you need.
One of the aliens like leans out of cover, aiming a pistol.
Can I shoot him?
Yes. he steps out where Kara's pointing the rifle.
Only one success. Darn.
I'm going to give you an automatic success for that, though, for basically being in a position where all you have to do is pull the trigger. That is
Can I do
enough.
the sound effect?
Yes.
Chark produces two separate pistols from his coat
Pew pew.
as he spies a odd-looking alien creeping along one of the containers.
Yes, this alien has 2 pistols.
Oh,
It's
please,
also the same
make my
species.
day. Take the shot. Give me an
Hey,
excuse.
He cries out and just sort of starts firing like wildly at Chorog.
Chark just stands there as the disruptor bolts completely miss him.
As soon as
Oh,
the
you get
gun-
a return.
Oh, sorry.
Chorog, you get a return fire now.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Daring security.
Or control security. You're going to take a precise shot or just do something else.
Well, if you're gonna tell me that, I should roll
I'm taking
security.
a shot. I'm disarming him.
Yeah, as soon as the gunfire started, Daniel just jumps, says "Holy shit!" and gets out of the way.
So, 1 success. I'll roll. Are you trying to disarm as in shoot the weapon from his hand, or like go over to him and disarm him?
No, I'm taking 2 shots. One to knock each disruptor pistol from each hand.
Okay, you only knock one of them from his hand. The other shot misses.
Care to try that again? I'll get the other one.
So Setsa, meanwhile, just kind of, she's had some training, and she's very much in the character, and just calls out,
Oh, I say, boys, plasmid bolt.
and she takes a shot with a small hand phaser.
We gotta work on her trash talking.
So Setsa does the shooty, and just hits the alien Charg was taunting in the chest, and the alien falls over.
Nice shot.
Thank you. I dare say there's more who are coming to play with us.
And another 3 aliens just sort of come, like, arcing around them.
Hello. Goodbye.
You're gonna regret this for the rest of your life. All 3 seconds of it.
Actually, let's go ahead and let
And-
Grimnir hit somebody.
Yeah, Grimnir, you've got the floor here.
So
They're charging you guys.
Sick up, Grimnir.
all this is going on. Grimnir doesn't go for a weapon or anything. He just steps forward, grins, and shouts, "Vas rumor," which is the words for the dismay shout, which makes all enemies flee in terror.
Oh, okay.
And they have to soil themselves, too.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for them. It
Okay.
succeeds, but I'm gonna roll for them just to have a sense of how badly this goes for them.
You just need 1 or more errors.
I mean, that's them
Okay,
right now.
1 or more errors.
They're frightened beyond all reason.
Okay, they are frightened, but they managed to keep control of their
Oh.
bowel. They got 3 successes there. So they managed to keep
Damn.
control of their bowels, and they don't immediately run into like a really stupid, dangerous situation. So they're able to evac and flee, but they're screaming in terror.
I like the fact that they ran in, Grimnir shouts at them, and now they're immediately running back screaming.
Yes, so that is what happened. So that has ended that combat.
Sometimes you don't gotta shoot a thing. You just gotta say 1, maybe 3 words.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Kara walks over to one of the aliens we've stunned.
I spent a lot of time learning these words. Have your fun.
Daniel has been crouched, kind of crouched down. He rises up and just looks around for a second and just asks, "How are you guys so casual about this? How often does stuff like this happen?"
I just have this image of Chorog, Grimnir, and Kara all just looking at him with a grin.
I got 1 word for you. Pirate.
Yeah, I was cross-trained on security.
I'm training in security as well.
This is nothing compared to where I grew up, son.
Oh, I've been shot at my whole life.
Last time I hit in a box.
Combat is quite vigorous exercise. She goes over to, one of the bugs and just kind of nudges him. Hey, wake up. Hey, you suck.
Trog grabs him and grabs him and slams him against a crate. We said, wake up.
You knock him out.
Chirag, sweetie, don't do that again.
So you got the other one now. So you got two. So you've
taken all the fun out of this for me.
I just said don't do that. I didn't say don't do anything.
All right. So, second interrogation attempt.
Come on, get up. You suck.
Why you go find a stick so we can poke him with it?
If I find a stick, it's going somewhere, but it ain't gonna be poking him.
Well, that's
Setsa reaches into her purse and pulls out a collapsible stick and says,
Yes, this is my prized walking stick. Been in my family for generations. After my great-great-grandfather, well, he shooed a bear with it, and, they eventually fell together, and that's how my grandmama became part of the family.
Trog looks rather puzzled at Setsa. What else you got in there?
Kara, meanwhile, just looks down at the alien and says, all right, wake up or it's time to play Probe the Alien.
I'm awake. I can't feel my legs so much. I'm awake.
That's fine.
No
You don't
problem.
have to go anywhere. Where's your boss?
Oh, don't really know. He's away most of the time.
Oh, God damn it.
Wrong answer.
I'm buoyant that way. Wait. I know his schedule. He was seeing to some troublemakers over at the club.
Club?
What
Troublemakers?
club?
There are some people hacked into security, and they were held for later questioning. And the boss is a very private man, you see.
Kara,
Grimnir,
go ahead.
Grimnir walks over, picks the alien up, and starts patting him down for anything he might be carrying on him, like communication devices, pads.
Dibs on the weapon.
I mean, he has a communications device, and he's got basically smokes, multi-tool, lock-picking tool, fake ID, regular ID, additional fake ID, and some snacks.
Trog notices the lockpick. Grimnir, let me see that lockpick.
And he's just, as he's pulling things out of the pockets, he's like, nope, not what I'm looking for. Ooh, communicator, taking that. Oh, what the hell are these? You want these, Trog?
Trog picks up the lockpick. This is a Ferengi make. What Ferengi gave this to you?
I bought it at the bazaar.
I mean, it's Ferengi. They would sell them.
I mean, Kara looks at him and says, checks out.
So basically, you've got the communications device, and he did also say troublemaker scanning. I'm going to have people, if they want to, do a reasoned command roll to figure out who the troublemakers could be.
Hello, Kitty.
Reason command for Grimnir. I imagine his reason would be higher than average. His command would be the higher number.
Yeah, so let's go with a 16 for... Yeah, so...
2 successes.
Yeah, with the basically... Yeah. I would say Grimnir's command is going to be very high because he uses shouts to warp the fabric of the universe. Alright. Grimnir? That might be the captain. And
Kara looks at Grimnir.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah. Hey, DB, you want to give that scanner a try?
Huh?
Grimnir tosses the communicator that he took off the alien over to DB and says, see if you can get a link to the captain's location through that.
Yeah, trace it, man.
Daniel proceeds to miss the communicator and drop it.
You know what?
How did you miss that? Don't tell me I broke it.
Don't worry
You
about
see how
it.
my hands are shaking right now.
Okay, you're definitely next in line for security training. Anyway, we need to find a captain.
I guess if it's not broken, Daniel picks it up and tries to use his new scanner.
I'm gonna say if it's
Right,
broken
so-
after that, it's a shitty communicator.
Okay, so...
I mean, Trog has
Science-
information hacking, so if Daniel can't get it, Trog will do it.
Science Insight. Or DB. 1 success, 1 complication. Ugh. So you start scanning. You get it. You get a general. Yeah. So start scanning. Get a general idea for like the part of the station he's in. Setsa did get 2 successes on something, so she can chime in here. But
And then
all
the
right, take it away.
communicator beeps. Team, hey, where's everybody?
It's quite all right. We are
Playing
Who says that?
the alien that's with them, the pirate. He's trying to sort of mask the situation.
Grimnir's still holding the alien on their end and says, "Hey, that's funny. We're playing too." And he starts shaking him some more.
We love to play.
good. All's good. There's nothing wrong. It's all good fun. Yes, we made friends.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
Right. Well, when you guys get done messing around, get back to the hideout. The boss wants to talk to you.
Yes, most days. Yes.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take us to your boss, or I'm gonna rip off the antenna and use it as a toothpick.
Setsa raises a hand.
What, that in your teeth?
Setsa, your voice has changed.
No, Grimnir was the one
Actually-
that said that.
Oh.
Grimnir looks at me and says,
Yeah.
"Ew, you want that in your teeth?"
Daniel is
It's called
furiously trying to
intimidation.
figure out
Go
how-
along with me.
Setsa is raising her hand still.
Daniel is furiously tapping buttons on the communicator, trying to turn it off.
So right now, you haven't turned it off. What you've done is initiate the language training protocol. So there's that going on. But Setsa says,
My dear companions, Lady Jagoro has located her boy toy.
Oh, I just blinked.
What?
What?
Grimnir pokes
I mean-
and said, "Did your batteries die?"
No, the simple matter is that there's only one human, one trill, and one sore on the station. I just scanned for the life signs.
Seriously? There's only one?
Wait, do I not count as human?
Where? Oh, apart from us.
I was about to say, DB and Grimnir, you got some secrets to tell me. Right.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
go that
so-
way.
Yeah, that way. Easy scan. Let's go.
Way.
Setsa starts leading the way.
The group, along with their new best friend, join them.
Grimnir is still carrying the alien.
So, do you cherry lot care for the game of Strabak?
Never heard of it. Tell me.
It's a most delightful game. You put tiles on the ground and then try to do a dance around them. If you scatter the tiles, well, at a particular point of the song you score points, but if otherwise you get deducted points. And then, well, it only works with my species, but under certain circumstances you can lose a toe. That's lucky.
So it's like a mixture between musical chairs and Jenga.
Do I look like I
I
dance
do-
or play games?
I do not know musical chairs, and Jenga is a fruit in my language.
Oh, you love games. Remember, you were talking about Deal or Peel before.
So the group sort of goes through a service corridor, like almost having to crawl at a certain point through. It's a pretty tight squeeze for Grimnir, but he's able to get through. And
Let's say Kara's crawling along with her light. Yeah, come on down to the bazaar. It's great. We'll have some laughs. Now I know how TV dinner
let's
feels.
go back to group A at this point. So you are still working at the door. I'll give you another opportunity to try to open it.
Another? We didn't get one to begin with. We just found the tools.
Well, you got a success at but just before break for trying to use said tools. I thought.
I
Have
don't
at
think
it.
so, no.
Go. Okay. So anyway, try to make door go open, and that would be yeah. So that would be a control engineering. It's a simple enough mechanism. You just have to finesse it.
Yep, I am going to
That'd
be
be for
using
Rick.
a dice, another momentum for a dice, just to make sure we get it. There we go. 3 successes.
3 successes. The door slides open. The bats fly out. They're happy. The group is able to, well, The group is able to peer out into the hall.
So we don't have any of our equipment. There's nothing. We don't have guns. We just have ourselves and our gear and
Tools.
And a
tools.
lizard.
And a lizard. Yes.
And a knife shoe. Actually, 2 knife shoes.
So, who's first to peer out into the hall?
Rick will.
All right, Rick. You see a lizard-like pirate alien in a long long brown coat. Kind of just turn and look at you, and blink.
Yeah. Hi. And Rick's just gonna come up and just start confidently heading towards him.
Well, you're sort of like within 2 feet of him. Like you just turn, and he's just like right there.
Oh, okay. Well then.
So he's probably a guard. To make the point a little bit more clear.
Okay. Well, let's I'm gonna try and do a choke slam or something.
Okay, so you will try to incapacitate him.
Yes.
Fitness security. And I'll spend another couple of threat. Comp 18.
Okay, so fitness is 10. Oh.
Meanwhile, Oakley is fascinated by the existence of a brick pizza oven on the Reliant. I am also fascinated by that.
Okay, Major is
ovens.
being a pain.
Oh, she broken again?
Yeah.
Alright, I've got a backup dice roller. Just I'll just tell you the results on a 2d20 roll.
Yep.
And then then you'll interpret it.
Yeah, it's 14, so.
Okay. So, 2d20 into my magic box here. 10 and 9.
Working again.
/R still.
Hey. All right. Except
he did 2d20. That's fine.
Yeah. So I was just doing. So, DB, your numbers came up here. Rick, give it one more try.
I'm using D20, so it's a different. Yeah. There we go. Well, R works.
Right.
D20 doesn't.
Yeah. So you get 3 successes there. So you just take him out very, very efficiently per Starfleet security training protocol. Starting with the the double fist slam on the back, and then sweeping the legs out, and so you've knocked the guy out. And as this happens, the rest of the crew coming out from the maintenance area sees Rick just completely lay out a pirate.
Hey,
Hey, good job.
Nice.
you want to join my crew of very large and mean, men?
Well, I'm not mean.
She looks down at the alien. I beg to differ.
What about you, my friend on my hand? Do you think he's mean? Points the alien to look.
It looks rather charming to be specific, but good show.
Just nod your head and say yes.
Grimnir says, "Oh, you're no fun." Tosses him across the corridor.
Right, so.
Eli walks out of the room.
We need our gear.
Well, they don't
gear-
have it, but we do have these disruptor pistols we pulled off the aliens.
I will say, the gear is actually on a table next to the alien. Hasn't gone
That's
far.
convenient.
Eli takes his new rifle and his other stuff.
Graves also grabs his stuff.
You think
There's
they
also
moved
looks
that
down.
further away?
Right?
Well, they locked us in the room, had us tied up in chairs, figured we probably wouldn't get that far. Also, space is probably at premium here.
Really? Haven't they ever heard of Starfleet? We're the ones who make warp coils out of paper clips and shit.
Yeah, I don't think so, honestly.
Right. Well, then the next time.
Right. Okay, so how we all doing?
Dying to test this rifle.
I'm
All right.
doing fantastic.
Yeah, we
Awesome.
got here
Be better.
from finding the hull plating and shaking down a merchant, and then there was a lovely little ambush where unfortunately the fish were armed and the guys around the barrel weren't.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds good. Any idea where the boss is?
Everybody
Or-
just points at Daniel.
Well, we were kind of hoping our friend over there was going to tell us.
Well, you knocked him out.
Grimnir, go wake him up.
Again?
Daniel has the scanner.
Grimnir walks over, says, I used to know a priest that could do this, but she never did get the handle of teaching it to me. He thumps the alien upside the head very softly with his finger.
I mean, he's now in a gentle sleep.
He's fine.
All right, so Daniel,
Yes.
you need to roll Insight Engineering. The device just continues to go through a language lesson. Displays a little holographic projection of a cube and says, Portata. Porta.
Daniel, let me see that thing.
So, like, the thing is, though, you're in a corridor. You came from one direction. There is another direction down the corridor.
Fuck it, let's just go that way and see what happens.
Right. Sounds good. Graves kind of leads the way to the gigantic posse that is now roaming the interior of the pirate base. See another lizard-like alien just kind of poke his head out of the door, peep, and then go back in.
I bet they went that way.
If this is not the door we're looking for, Kara goes up to it and just looks at the door and says, "You didn't see nothing."
Occupied! Occupied!
I don't think it's occupied,
on
guys.
a toilet.
I bet he is now.
Yeah, so you go straight and you find a sort of like very ornate looking door. Doesn't look original to the station. It looks maybe ripped off of another ship.
Who's got the explosives?
Kara just looks at it. Now, does that scream bad guy to anybody else?
100%. Eli's trying to make sure the rifle's unstun.
It's unstun. It's a very good
Alright,
rifle.
good.
Thermite or plasma.
Thermite.
I got you covered.
Kara backs up.
Chirag proceeds to walk over the door, places 4 thermite explosives, 1 on each hinge, and gives the control to Nick and say,
Who?
gives the control over to O'Connor and says, "It's all yours."
Okay, everyone, let's get back.
This is gonna be like that time with that arm, except like on a door.
I mean, the arm wasn't an explosive. That was just... Oh, never mind.
This is thermite too.
Yes, but this is thermite and explosives.
Let's talk. More boom. Let's go.
Alright, we're far enough away?
And... Alright, I'm gonna make you guys roll for it. One last roll.
One lawless score.
Security control. You apply the thermite. And rend this door asunder.
I think that's Chorog to roll it. Yeah?
2 successes. You blow that door off its hinges. It just, there's just a whoosh, and then a boom, and then a kathunk, as both the hinges are just, pushed several feet into what looks like a rather opulent-looking office.
And then Kara's...
I love it when a plan comes together.
And then Kara's voice coming through it. "Honey, I'm home!"
Who wants
So
pizza?
The group enters the office, and they see, sitting at the desk, a rather strange figure. They're dressed in a black cloak. They've got a discoidal, large, broad hat. And they're an android. Very obvious-looking synthetic android with blue glowy bits and metal.
Grimnir walks in, says, "Oh, this is a boss fight if I ever seen one," and actually pulls the sword out.
Kara stops and just looks at him and says, "All right, before we go any further, first I gotta say, your look is on point. I'm gonna steal it."
May I help you?
Sort of. Do you know about some stolen hull plating?
I do.
Please say
I
yes.
do.
Eli's got his rifle raised.
You have found none other than the great pirate BT-20. Aha, scourge of the galaxy. Well, one day. For now, I'm providing a service. That vital service is pulling goods from one place into another place. Let me tell you, I can do this for the cheap. I can do it on the expensive. I just love doing it.
Everyone heard him admit to a crime, right? We're allowed to shoot him now.
Chirag says, "Oh, just give me an excuse. I want to turn you into a
He admitted to being a pirate.
Hey,
That's good
no,
enough.
he said he was going to be a pirate someday. He
pirate
hasn't
lord
done any
someday.
piracy yet necessarily.
Grimnir raises his hand in front of everybody and says, hold on, I kind of like this guy's style. Keep talking."
I was
Yes.
about to say, just tell us where you got the damn hull plating.
Oh, it came from a ship. My boys took it from that ship, put it on the station, and we sell it to another ship.
Oh, it came from
Beautiful.
a ship, you don't say.
Okay, what
Yes.
ship?
I honestly don't know. Boys go off and they do things. I don't ask too many questions because I am a boss and I'm trying to be a great boss here. Great benefits, great work environment. It's lovely being in this kind of role. Worked for a guy named Madrin once. He was a complete tosser. But
Whoa, you say Madrin?
Grimnir looks
unfortunately,
at
yes.
Strog and steps out of the way.
Kara just looks...
grabs him by his nice black cloak and slams him against the wall. Tell me about Madrin. Tell me now.
Congratulations. You have reached the dead end of this conversation. I'm just going to leave now. Bye.
That waves and goes as well. Graves is just sort of sitting in the corner, arms folded.
If you want, I can stun you now before he starts beating you.
Not to worry. I don't have pain receptors if I don't want them to. I think. I haven't tried that feature out yet. But, yes, Madrin. He purchased me from a scrap dealer and, well, tried to program me with the best of, well, merchant dealings and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, it didn't mix with my original programming, and we have rendered with this rather incomprehensible hybrid here. But I will still offer my best services to you to find Madrin, and what do you want to do with him?
I want to peel Madrin like a banana.
Right, banana, what are they?
It's a fruit, you peel it.
Not thinking big enough. Peel it like a planet-cracking doom cruiser, yes. Do it like that. Do it with style.
I want to peel his skin off and make a funny hat. That's what I want to do.
Better. Anyway,
that's a bit far.
So
Grimnir for those who can't see the chat, Grimnir gets a quizzical look on his face at the mention of, I don't think I have pain receptors. He sheathes his sword, pulls his tricorder out, and he starts punching buttons because he's going to see if he can remote activate the android's pain receptors.
All right, so for...
This is highly unethical.
Yeah, so this is also going to be comical. So I'm going to have you roll 14's your target, and I'll spend 3 threat, 17 for your comp.
Okay, so normal success range, and then...
14. And then if you're doing the R, it's going to be dice, so 2, difficulty 1, crit 1, then 17.
1 success, 1 complication.
He turns them on but can't turn them off. The android is now shrieking.
Yes, exactly. It's like, oh, God!
As Charlotte grabs an arm, just begins to squeeze and proceeds to begin crushing the arm.
Daniel rushes up.
You actually fail to do any damage to this android. He is made of tough stuff.
Grimnir's just like, I did it. I'll be damned. How do I turn it off?
Charlotte pulls an extra thermite grenade from his pocket. Let's see just how much you hurt.
Daniel
steps in. Here, guys. Graves steps in and says, all right, guys, got it. Guy, being cooperative. Let's not push things. Perfectly amenable. Looks like that's in his programming. So, might I suggest that
Charles looks over his shoulder at the captain and says, "You're lucky he's here." As Charles lowers him to the floor.
And Rick will try to disable the nerve endings. Or revert them back to whatever their normal functionality was.
The circuitry ending.
Easy switch. And, I mean... Ultimately, it wasn't quite like, oh god, the pain. It was like, oh, this is weird. So, at this point, you've got this rather unusual pirate. Well, kind of pirate. He's more of like an executive pirate. And he has information about Madrin.
I say we arrest him and bring him aboard the ship.
Oh, most excellent. Might I leave a few instructions for my boys so they don't get a little too carried away in my absence?
You just tell them to meet us on the ship.
Well,
yeah, we have enough room.
Could be. Well, that would be interpreted as like go raid and just give them a day off, 2 days off. Well, 3. Well, extended holiday. We've had a big recently.
When he says, they could just interpret that as meaning to go to raid, Grimnir gets this big evil grin on his face.
So, like, the android just sort of, like, his head twitches, and he is sent basically, have a 2-week holiday to his pirate boys. So, with that, you're free to beam back to Reliant.
With our new toy in tow.
Guest. He's not a toy yet.
He is. Yeah, he is basically the Hondo of Reliant now.
Hondo of Naka.
You will not hurt this android. He is precious friend.
We gotta give him the hat.
He is gonna need a new hat.
Exactly.
So anyway, you've captured your target, and you've apparently dealt with the pirate problem. Graves is gonna debrief, or basically send some messages to local security, but otherwise you have the time free on the USS Reliant. So that is it for the main adventure. If anyone has any last scenes they want to do back on board the ship as sort of a resolution, go for it, but otherwise we are all set.
Kara just is annoyed as they beam back. God damn it, nothing about that conclave thing.
Grimnir mutters as they're all beaming away. I still can't believe I actually made that work. Holy shit.
That was really funny.
Rick has a quick scene in engineering with introducing the rest of the team to LJ.
Little is her friend.
Yeah, lots of pets. And
John is all enamored by LJ.
Oakley, meanwhile, has traced a water leak from the main transceiver to Cetacean Ops to a water cooler next to Checkers' pizza oven, which he has reported. Pretty sure most people know it's there by now, though.
All the lower deckers are gathered there.
They're all
Graves
trying to
is
get the
also
cactus
there.
water.
Trog is
Cactus.
in his course taking apart that new disruptor pistol he bought.
It's Ayahuasca Wednesday.
Yeah, I can see that as a sign just hung up in there.
Setsa is in Club 42, just giving the Lady Jigoro affect one last go. He's sipping a fancy cocktail.
Is she at the bar or is she at a table by herself?
Let's go with the bar.
Alright. Grimnir's behind the bar. He's off duty, so he's doing his usual civvy shtick. And he's cleaning a mug, and he looks up at her and he says, "You know, lass, years ago back in the army, I served with a girl who served in the Thieves Guild for a while, and she got pretty good at doing stuff like that. You did something that I never once saw her do, which was stay in character when making a joke out of character. That was impressive. That was commitment."
Yes, I did have a little theater training in my youths. It was a way to get away from the life that I led then.
Grimnir just waves his hand around the air. He says, "All this, you mean?"
Oh, what I mean is being a small girl in a big world, having to fantasize about being an aristocrat because I was moving between orphanages, run by nuns who were none too kind for that kind of imagination. And I look back on it, they were poking and prodding me while I was thinking about little dalliances here and there. Or information about, how I was coming along in that little program. I much preferred balls, galas, things where I could just ride horses all the time into the forest, chasing other horses, and chased by horses because I've missed up my pounds one too many times. You know, that sort of thing.
Well, I can tell you something, lass. As a guy who used to work with a lot of aristocrats, they ain't worth a hill of beans, as the humans around here like to say. But you did a pretty gosh darn good job, and tell you what, I got a treat for you. Keep this down low. Nobody knows I have this. And he goes back into his little private area behind the bar, and he comes out with this big green glass bottle that's got like this bamboo-looking wooden wrap work around it. He dusts it off as he brings it out. He sets down like a very fancy silver goblet. He pops it open, pours maybe 2-3 fingers worth into the glass, hands it over to her, pops the cork back on. He says, "That shit's not even supposed to exist this side of reality. It's called Alto wine. I never cared for it much, but the aristocrats where I'm from, they loved it."
A very good way of celebrating this joyous occasion of not having completely shit the bed. Yes, cheers. And Sex's gonna make a roll for this.
Oh god, yeah. Who knows how long that stuff's been sitting aging in that bottle.
Perfect result.
Quite a while. Setsa just head desks. Like, at the taste, and just sort of, like, snaps back up. Sorry.
sets a head desks, snaps back up, and just sort of blinks and says,
Why do I think I smell mammoths?
Oh, did I give you the wrong bottle?
I see frost! Frost everywhere!
I got one last little thing if nobody has anything else.
yeah, I think that's that's it for Sensa. She gets visions of Skyrim.
Right before the credits roll, there's a scene of a shadowy figure moving into security and disabling the, recording devices. They move over to near where BT-20 is in the cell, and they simply say, you know anything about the Conclave, better start talking. Credits.
Dun-dun!
One last thing.
Just
As
one
I-
more thing. Post-credit scene.
Mid-credit scene.
As I stated, it is pizza and ayahuasca day in Checkers and Checkers Pizza Place down in the Jeffries Tubes. There's a lot of lower deckers just tripping. Anyone else want to join?
Daniel is there.
Graves is down there too.
Daniel is there. He's finally started to figure out that new scanner he got, and decides to relax a little and take a huge risk and eat something or drink something that Checkers or that
the food's
Checkers
fine.
made.
The food's fine. The drink, yeah.
Graves is enjoying the pizza.
You gonna have a
He's only
drink?
had a small sip of the drink. He has had a small sip of the drink on the cautious side.
Rick
no.
is maintaining an official separation. He knows, but he's pretending that he doesn't know, because otherwise there'd be engineering all these sorts of things that he'd have to do if he acknowledges that he knows about it.
Yeah, he's just there.
Checkers and Checkers Pizzeria, the worst kept secret on Reliant.
And Trog wanders in. Now let me try some of that, whatever that drink is.
Alright, take a small sip.
I just realized Mary would probably be down there too.
Trog downs like a shot glass sized sample. Oh, pretty good.
And then the visions start.
You see giant robots stomping around.
Trog just kind of like casually wanders over and just sits in a corner and starts rocking back and forth.
Daniel walks over and pats Chorog on the back. Don't worry, buddy. You get used to it.
Why is this tree talking to me?
I am a wise and mystical tree. Let me tell you your future, son.
Let's
My
fill up the
boy.
Christmas tree. He can only tell you Christmas things, Checker says.
Now look at those two over there. One always tells the truth, and one always lies. Which one do you think told you that just now?
There's 6 things over there. This Trog just passes out.
Very good. You have learned. I must go now. And Daniel just kind of makes a sweeping gesture before leaving the pizzeria with his scanner and a to-go box.
Dun, 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 dun. Thank you for joining us tonight on this episode of Star Trek Reliant. We hope you found it entertaining, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks with the next adventure once we figure out what that one is. I would like to thank everyone for joining us with us tonight, and thank you all for listening. Stuff you can send over to our email at Reliant at starbasegc.com. And we hope to see you on the flip side. And with that, everyone say bye. Bye.
Live long and prosper.
Bye! Especially to Grom.
Karen, avoid death.